So I'm making this video to kind of share with you some words of encouragement on Oroco. I know a lot of you, including myself, are very frustrated with the stock price and with what is going on. And I know that some of you are sending messages to the company expressing your dissatisfaction, and for a good reason. They need to hear it because at the end of the day, if you own shares, you are an owner and you have the right to express your opinion. But while everybody is frustrated, let's put things in perspective, okay? Because in times like this is when you get tested, how much you can take, okay? At the end of the day, Oracle has a very, very valuable asset, okay? And they got it to a point where it has a PEA and we can see the valuation, right? Now, if we didn't get to this point, something interrupted that and we didn't have the PEA yet, then I would be worried. But we have the PEA. We know what the asset is worth. We know this asset is very valuable. And I know there's a lot of noise about Mexico this, Mexico that. Mexico is a mining country, okay? They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. It doesn't even concern me, okay? Also, copper is at about 460 right now, okay? I think that if we finally get to $5 copper and actually sustain there, things could get very interesting, okay? Now, I know there's also a lot of frustration why the private placement was lowered from 30 cents to 25 cents. Look, without criticizing and just putting facts, here's the fact. When your stock price is going down, it is much harder to finance yourself, okay? Because the people that participate in a previous financing, they might not be so eager to participate in the next one. So they had to lower the price to get people get involved and finance them, okay? And also the money that they're going to be getting, and I'm now worried about whether they're going to be able to raise 1.5 million. They're going to be able to raise it. I have no doubts about that. And then once they have the money, then they can do some of the things that the chairman shared in the shareholder letter. Without money, you can't really, tell your story, expose yourself, and things like that. Also, think about how long the current management fought for this project. Almost, I think it's coming up to 20 years. 20 years of battle after battle after battle. Why? Because this asset is very, very valuable. Okay? So if you held the stock for 2-3 years, it's nothing compared to how long the management has endured. Okay? And they endured this much because the asset is very valuable. Okay? And then the legal battle that they fought to get the ownership interest in this asset, believe me, it's a lot harder and complicated than dealing with the current uncertainty in Mexico. Mexico is a mining company. It's not going anywhere, okay? Now, going back to a little bit what I was saying, how it is harder to raise money when the stock price goes down. That's why I was so vocal about, telling the story, so that when you look at some other examples of companies that recently financed themselves, whether it's Aduro or whether it's Plurilock, they had no problem financing themselves. Why? Because the financing happened at a higher price. And when that happens, the previous people that participated can finance you. Also, I am going to be making videos about Oroco again. And that should be good news. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch them, right? It's free. You don't have to come to this channel. But I'm not going to be making videos about the company during a private placement, because you know what happens during private placements, right? People sell and then they go into the private placement. I am not going to waste my energy and time to provide liquidity for people. So after the private placement closes, things settle down, I'll start working on the videos again. But this video is just to provide you some encouragement. The asset is there. It's very, very valuable. The company doesn't have any debt, right? Put things in perspective. I know the frustration is there, but if you look at this chart, the chart of this stock, it's always been like this. Very emotional, this and that, but the value is there, and this is testing you. This is testing you how much volatility you can take and how strong you are and whether you belong to this game.